Today I have an exciting review for all DIY and synth lovers. Rakit just released their metal synthesizer, available in assembled form and as a DIY kit. And I recently reviewed the drum synth as well. Sort of a kick drum, bass drum, you can control the pitch over CV, kind of a fun little synth. So in this video we're taking a look at metal. So what are the features of this little drum synth? Well, I think we have the same piezo pickup that we have over on the drum synth here, or you could control it using the trig input over here. And here you find the cutoff CV input as well, that lets you control the cutoff. And on the front panel we have sensitivity, we have 2 decay settings, we have a cutoff, we have a sweep, and the sweep directions, there are 2 different sweep directions here. I would say that the general build quality is pretty okay. The rotary encoders or knobs are pretty similar to something on a Volca, and it feels okay to hold in your hand. It's not something that I would just throw in a bag though, so keep that in mind. We also have resonance, and we can switch between 2 different sounds. So it's the noise and the metal noise, which has this more clangy tone. And on the back of the unit we have power on and off, and we can also switch between using the internal sounds or using the aux input. So you can actually use this to affect an external source, which is pretty cool. And on the other side we have the output. Now let's have a little listen to what it sounds like. And I forgot to say that we do have a low pass and a band pass setting here for the filter as well. Now let's check out the metal noise, and both of them are digitally generated, so it's not an analog VCO. So what's going on here with this setup? Well, I have the BeatStep Pro here controlling the metal and the drum synth, which is sort of a bass, kick, weird noises type of synth. And then I have the Bastel Dude mixer here, and these 2 are running into the Dude, and the Dude is running into the Novation Mono Station. So here we have the sound pretty clean, just a kick drum and a sort of a snare clap type sound. And we can add some overdrive, and we can add some distortion as well. And we can go for a square wave here as well on the kick. Now let's see what happens when I control the pitch of the drum synth here using the mono station. So who is this little drum synth for? Well, I think that if you want to get into DIY, it could be a good starting point, and you could also view it as a self-contained Eurorack module. Just as I showed you with the BeatStep Pro, you can actually build your own little modular setup using these small devices. And there are others out there that I think would be compatible. There are the Hungry Robots stuff, for example, that you could probably use in connection with these, because most of them have some kind of CV option, and it's very easy to, for example, using the audio input here on this unit, connecting stuff together just to create a little small modular system. Now, quite obviously, you shouldn't get something like this as a starting point. It's more something for an enthusiast who likes these small devices, likes DIY, likes Eurorack, who wants to interconnect stuff, create their own fun little modular system or portable system, because it's battery powered, so that's a strength as well. So it's more something for you who wants to expand on your system, not really for a beginner who wants to start out. But it's a fun little device. I enjoy them. I sometimes use them together with the Eurorack. Sometimes I use them with these sort of smaller setups that I do for video purposes, for example. But it's not a go-to device for making music, that's for sure. And you shouldn't view it as such unless you really like the sound of it or you think it fits your particular style of music. So that's something to consider. So this was my little review of the Rakit Metal. I hope you enjoyed it. If you want me to be able to spend this time making all of these videos, I'd really appreciate it if you go to patreon.com/BoBeats and become a monthly supporter, because it does help a lot in making it possible for me to devote the time to the videos, to the interview series, the reviews, and so on. So thank you so much for considering that. I hope you have a super pleasant day. Thank you.